One last time, make sure you've already seen the rest of the EU salt mine. Even if it's all spoiled now.
What do you think the keys to victory are? Is there a way to stop a Joreuz who does pop off?
I think he has to make sure Joreuz doesn't get too much space, which is something oKhaliD is an expert in. He's like a hydraulic press. He just squeezes you and squeezes you until you burst. So I don't think that's going to be a problem for him closing down space. It's more a question of whether or not Joreuz can operate without too much space, I would say.
Well, guys, it is time. We have done enough talking. Let's get into the action. It's oKhaliD versus Joreuz. Can oKhaliD, the defending champion of the Salt Mine EU, do what First Killer has already done in North America? It's a good early kickoff there for oKhaliD, but Joreuz has survived. This is a good start, in the context of that NA series that we saw, where First Killer was destroying on the kickoffs and immediately able to turn that into so many goals. But oKhaliD does like to stand off in a lot of the games that he plays early on and give his opponent space. The one thing that you think is maybe going to be going against him today. Well, let's see if he does it for the rest of this first game. Okay! Joreuz with a monster flip reset.
This is what I was hoping to see. I was hoping to see Joreuz just come out swinging, and there he is, just out the gate with a haymaker. What a beautiful shot. My money's on Joreuz, man. I don't think we got to that point, but we did have a little chat before this series started, but actually before we went live after the break, and we both agreed that Joreuz has the edge in this matchup. And it's easy for us to say that now after seeing him pull out that flip reset, but I think stylistically he does have the edge here, and if he can play his game, not even oKhaliD can stop him. Yeah, I agree with you. I've not seen mechanics like this ever in my Rocket League career, and he always had the mechanics in his back pocket, but now he's got a bit more wherewithal about him. He's got a bit more wit, a bit more experience under his belt. He's a bit more gritty than he was in the past, and I think that's going to give him enough to win this series.
You said, actually, I'm going to put you on the spot here, you said that you're worried that Joreuz might actually destroy oKhaliD here. Now, oKhaliD's never been destroyed in a 1v1. The only times he's lost have been a 3-2 against Joreuz, a 4-2 against Joreuz, and a 4-3 against FairJame. So this is going to be a first, in your opinion.
I mean, maybe I was getting a wee bit overexcited. I don't know, but it could happen. It depends. Joreuz is just so good when he's playing well, but maybe I was getting a bit overexcited. It'd be pretty astonishing to see oKhaliD get destroyed. He's so consistent.
I mean, I would be blown away if Joreuz can pull that off. That's a good shot from oKhaliD. Now, did Joreuz accidentally double jump here? This is, a shot that oKhaliD probably had past him either way. But interesting to note that maybe a small mechanical misplay there by Joreuz with the double jump, obviously not helping him get to a low shot.
Yeah, you can't give oKhaliD an inch. If you give him just a tiny little bit of space, he will absolutely maximize it and find the corner, find the shot, good finish.
And that is the space that you're talking about. oKhaliD able to do just as well as Joreuz will when Joreuz sands off him like this. I mean, that was just nowhere near a save for Joreuz. Maybe hesitating in defense.
Yeah, it did look a bit hesitant there. Like, as decent a shot as it was, you'd expect to get close at least.
Yeah.
Of course, a kick-up goal here. Yeah, maybe just a little bit hesitant in defense on this opening game. We have seen him start slow in the past. Sometimes it takes a bit to get warmed up, so that might be playing a part here.
Yeah, Joreuz, we talked about the fact that he's had a few chances now at the highest level, and of course Fusion, and this tournament as well, just to get used to that pressure. He also played 3v3 in the spring series. Oh, that's a great touch. oKhaliD was trying to get in the way of this one, but Joreuz got that last little piece on it to take it over him.
Yeah, such a clever wee chip. I think oKhaliD might have been expecting the air dribble bump, because Joreuz sort of started to bring his car more, in front of the ball, but then just stopped just before he went in front of the ball so that he could pop it over. Just very clever and very mechanical. Yeah,
I love that kickoff as well from Joreuz. He's going to need to do plenty of though. Oh my goodness, what a flick by oKhaliD though. I mean, we never had any doubts that he would be able to play his A game. He always has in every single series he's played. But man, he is shooting well in game one.
Yeah, just so precise with his flicks. It's like, I don't know, it's like a chess player with a sniper rifle, you know, he's so smart, so calculated all the time, and then delivers that killer blow perfectly at the end of it all.
I don't think you're allowed to bring sniper rifles to a chess match. Never seen that in my life. It's a very strange combination for sure. But it's an accurate description to oKhaliD's gameplay, just always being so calculated and so careful with all of his movements. But as soon as you give him an opportunity, he's able to just put the ball exactly through it. And so far, very clinical stuff from oKhaliD.
Yeah, I mean, Joreuz hasn't really looked bad at all. You can't really point to any mistakes he's made. oKhaliD just, like I said, you know, you give him like an inch. Maybe an inch you didn't even think you gave him, and then he goes and scores. Great 50 from Joreuz though.
So no 100 on this one. Joreuz is able to turn this around on oKhaliD, who's been using this strategy to great effect this tournament. Really good mechanics so by Joreuz even here, and it's a mechanic that's so underrated, just being able to perfectly put yourself behind the ball at the exact right time when the opponent is dodging into it.
Yeah, just very clever as well. oKhaliD's challenges are hard to read, but he read that one, and like you said, good skill to apply the doorstop, I believe some people call it.
Oh really? I've never heard that one. In reverse, Joreuz equalizes. Now this bounced kindly for him into the middle, but there is a lot yet to be done, and why did he do that well? Just wasting absolutely no time.
Yeah, a pretty, you know, maybe arguably a risky 50 to take in the corner.
Yeah.
Goes quite well, and then obviously just really great reflexes and awareness to pop himself on the ground underneath the ball and finish it with his booty.
Joreuz having to improvise there, but he does improvise well. You know, when you've got a mechanical ability that Joreuz does, it makes finding that plan B, plan C so much more easy in the play. Good read by oKhaliD. He saw that pinch shot come in and he's attacked it nice and early. How quick is he going to get this into the middle? Decides not to go for the shot actually, because you can hear Joreuz behind him.
Yeah, oKhaliD an expert at, you know, cutting his losses. If he doesn't get a good line on a shot, he'll happily take it to his own boost and reset.
Actually, playing for the boost steal now. Joreuz with a pinch, but oKhaliD gets in the way of that one as well. That was somewhat of a risk though for oKhaliD, because Joreuz has shown us in the past that he is incredibly good at ripping out those pinch shots every single time. oKhaliD has worked his way into a boost advantage here. Joreuz does not have a lot left, but that's a good save on oKhaliD's shot. I think he's landed poorly though, and oKhaliD couldn't get around for the follow-up. Joreuz gets away with it.
Yeah, the sniper rifle having trouble there for once. But that was a good example up until the finish. A good example of oKhaliD's chess-style play. You know,
yeah.
Lots of pretty, what's the word? Not insignificant, but a lot of pretty benign-looking moves, all culminating together to give him an advantage in the long run.
Yeah, and he, like you said earlier, he doesn't mind saying goodbye to one chance on net just to dribble all the way back into his own half and start again. Because at no point during these dribbles does it look like he's lost control.
No, not at all. And he finally gets the payoff there. No misfire from the sniper rifle this time.
Final minute in game one. You know, I really think that Joreuz is the one who needs a good start in the series more than oKhaliD does. Not that Joreuz doesn't have the potential to come back from many goals down, but this is a grand final where oKhaliD is going to have the edge in terms of experience. Both players miss as the ball bounces across the box. They were trying to read each other there, but sometimes even at the very highest level, they're both going to go for a block at the same time and whiff.
Yeah, I mean, happens at the highest level, perhaps more so than other levels.
Yeah.
It feels like sometimes.
Good
bump.
No, he couldn't get around it. That was so close for Joreuz. He bumped oKhaliD off the back wall, but oKhaliD stays with it. Now that's a boost win for Joreuz. He's going to get at least one more proactive play.
He sort of just bops it away.
Oh!
Great finish.
He's done him. The save from oKhaliD just wasn't quite enough. He tried to take this one with him to the back wall, but Joreuz stayed in the pocket. He knew there was a chance that it might be a weak touch, and we've got a tie game with 7 seconds left.
Yeah, oKhaliD might not be too pleased with that one. Just, you'd expect him maybe to just bring that onto the backboard and control it.
Yeah.
Miscontrols it and gives Joreuz the chance to finish.
oKhaliD looking for overtime here. Or maybe not. Joreuz keeps it up. He can do this. With the flip reset, he'll reach it. If he can. Oh, I think it's in. oKhaliD with the own goal. That was not in.
Oh, man. Wait, what happened? I'm not even sure what happened.
I think Joreuz missed. He hit it into the ground, but oKhaliD touched it too far. He's trying to kill it on 0 seconds, but he puts it in his own net. That is huge for Joreuz.
Yeah, well played, good composure. As soon as oKhaliD gave the ball away on the wall, you were like, oh no, this is Joreuz's favorite place to be, in the air with the ball. And he, honestly, for him, not as the finish as usual. And then oKhaliD sort of panicking, trying to make a block and just bops it into his own goal.
Wow.
oKhaliD might be a little bit annoyed with how that finished. That was probably his game, and he gave away a couple goals. A bit unlucky on the last one, obviously.
Yeah, but even the one before that, the goal where Joreuz just took a shot at oKhaliD, and oKhaliD just accidentally under-hit his touch to the back wall, so a couple of missed touches from oKhaliD at the end of game 1. That is surprising. We always just assume and expect him to be completely unshakable and consistent, start to finish in a game. But this streak that he's on, 21 series wins in a row in the salt mine, how difficult is it, with the knowledge that streak is alive, to go into another game and, keep it going every single day, every single time that he's asked to?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. 22 series wins in a row, no matter how good you are. Sometimes a bit of luck goes against you, sometimes, you didn't sleep so well the night before. I mean, even the Undertaker, Johnny.
Even the Undertaker,
22 in a row.
Is oKhaliD giving the Undertaker of Rocket League 1v1? I mean, it's not a bad comparison to be made. I think he'd be quite happy about it in some ways, but not today, he's thinking. Good save by Joreuz. Look at the positioning. He's read oKhaliD's mind, and he's up by 1 in game 2.
Yeah, I don't know how on earth Joreuz saw that coming, because pretty much every other play that oKhaliD has made so far off the bounce dribble has been a flick or a hard power shot.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe something in the way oKhaliD approached it gave it away for Joreuz. I thought he was just gonna, do his usual flicker shoot. So great read from Joreuz.
There's the wave dash kickoff again. Even though oKhaliD landed closer to the ball, it looks like there's a bit more snap in Joreuz movement. I think he's feeling good after that game 1 ending, and now taking the lead here as well. But
yeah,
like I said, it's oKhaliD who needs to try and step this up. Maybe just go for those shots, because he is so good at them. Why not just slam the ball in the top corner? Good dodge there. oKhaliD getting away from the bump.
Yeah, I'm seeing that snap too, Johnny.
Oh, there
that's
it
a great
is.
Shot from oKhaliD. Yeah,
it's funny you could tell though, can't you? You just see the way that a player dodges one time, you're like, oh yeah, he's on. You see Joreuz just flip, you're like, oh wow, yeah, he's feeling it right now.
Yeah, just the way he's sort of flying around the pitch. I mean, there to his detriment, he was like, oh, I'm going to take this boost and swerve back and speed, but then gets caught out. Maybe that'll bring him back to earth a little bit. I think he thought he was,
So oKhaliD not going to shoot early again on this play. That's a couple of dribbles in a row where he's either, one time he tried to cut past Joreuz on the outside, and then this time he just went for the mind game entirely. I really do expect to see just a big shot off one of these dribbles to keep Joreuz honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we will. I agree with you 100%. I think we're bound to see a power shot from...
that one will do, but it's not exactly what I meant. Joreuz just leaves it open. I mean, that's just a bit jumpy perhaps. One too many happy jumps, as you would say.
Yeah, I got a little bit excited. Maybe started overthinking things a little bit. oKhaliD can be quite scary. You see him coming, you do panic a little bit. So, bit of a mistake from Joreuz for these last 2 goals. Has to sort of screw his head back on a wee bit.
Yeah, oKhaliD in this stock Fennec is definitely one of the scariest things you can see coming at you. A couple of resets for Joreuz, but oKhaliD with the half flip challenge is right through him, and 3-1 ahead. When he makes these shots work, he looks unstoppable, but they are still so difficult. Even for Joreuz, this is pushing the limits of what is possible.
Yeah, that felt a bit forced. That didn't feel like an ideal flip reset opportunity. It sort of felt like he was just trying to pull something out of nothing. Got punished for it there.
Yeah, I want to see more heights on the takeoff so he can start up high and then, kill the bounce on the way down a few times. oKhaliD has to hold on to this lead. From his perspective, he threw away game 1. So, he's got game 2 so far under control. For these guys, this is pretty likely for these games to be extremely high, focused on defense and low scoring. So this is important now for oKhaliD's mentality and his consistency to hold on, but he won't as Joreuz just nips in. And he just had no respect for oKhaliD's boost management here. He thinks, you know what, I think you've got nothing, and you do have nothing.
Yeah, I can't quite make sense of that play from khaLoD's point of view. He got right up against the ball. Maybe he was going for like, you know, the low fake, no boost, but got punished there. A heavy touch, a bit of a strange challenge, and he concedes.
Yeah, the boost management just wasn't there, and obviously if Joreuz respects his boost management and thinks, okay, khaLoD's probably got 50 odd boosts here, then he can't go, but he just decided that there's an opening there, and it has been a couple of great reads on khaLoD's dribbles that have enabled Joreuz to score both of his goals this game. They've both been counterattacks.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, khaLoD's had a bit more of the ball this game. That's another mistake. Good recovery, though.
What a save by Joreuz. He's not got a lot of boost for the counter, but that'll still be just fine. You know, overall, compare scoring to a possession in the back corner with 100 boosts. He'll take that any day.
Yep, he's got just equalized. Not quite.
Oh, khaLoD's got him. Is he overhit this? He might not be able to put this in. It's got to be quick, but khaLoD is efficient, and he dodges Joreuz demo on the way back. A nervous-looking game for Joreuz.
Yeah, he's looking a little bit... He's sort of feel like he's run out of ideas a little bit. I think khaLoD's doing too well at controlling the ball for Joreuz's liking, and you feel like his offenses are a bit forced.
I mean, certainly that one. You know, it's hard sometimes when you see the ball just bobbling around on the goal line, and you think, oh, surely I could just go score that. And then you just think, yeah, I'm just going to go for it. And then you end up conceding in the counter-attack. But that is what really separates these guys from other players, that they're able to make that decision, to make it correctly so often. Well, there's the shot that we were waiting from khaLoD's dribble. At least he'll keep Joreuz honest with that. Joreuz has saved that as well, and into the bar it goes though. Joreuz unable to get the accurate shot when it matters, but tell you what, khaLoD's not looking anywhere near as consistent with his dribbles either. It's been a low quality game for both players in the dribbling department.
Yeah, maybe some. I mean, no.
Okay, all right. That is just an absolute man move there from Joreuz. Like, just again calling khaLoD's bluff. What a ball chase. He kind of has to go for it though, because there's not a lot of time left. So why not just charge it?
Yeah, I think that type of play from khaLoD maybe isn't the play when you're 2 goals up with not a lot of time left, because you know your opponent has to take risks. Still, nonetheless, great opportunistic read from Joreuz. Most people would not have the guts to go for that.
Oh, there it is. As Joreuz bounces off the ball, and you know, he's read khaLoD's dribbles well all game long, but now khaLoD surprises him with the low 50-50. It's the 100. 31 seconds to go for Joreuz. He needs a couple if he's going to come back in game 2.
Yeah, such a subtle fake there. I don't know if you spotted that, but his car was under the ball. He just slides to the right, you know, an inch just so that his car is behind the ball instead, lets the ball hit the floor, and then backs off when the 50 comes. And Joreuz the whole time is expecting him to get the ball on his roof.
Oh!
Fake from Joreuz!
What a play by Joreuz. He's given himself a chance here. A good kickoff is all he needs now to clutch it again. Really impressive mix-up from Joreuz. The crazy thing about that is he's not even committed to the fake when he jumps. He's got so many options.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame for khaLoD for assuming he would go over the ball with the air dribble, because he's already been air dribble. Okay.
Joreuz has the boost. He can just rip this one. khaLoD closes him down, but it's still not a good position for khaLoD. Joreuz is right there. Can he get it past him? No, khaLoD with a great save, and I think that is enough. Just barely hangs on.
Wow. Just very composed defending from khaLoD. Joreuz didn't look like he knew what to do, because khaLoD was spacing so well. He didn't give him enough room to shoot, but closed him down too much to control it. And Joreuz sort of was like, oh my god, what do? He tried to shoot and it got blocked. Great composure from khaLoD.
Yeah, really good defense at the end of the game. You know, unlike last game khaLoD's defense let him down in the closing few seconds a couple of times. This game, he holds on to a lead, which really, if he'd thrown this one away, then this is just the craziest inconsistent defensive series that we've ever seen from khaLoD. But he did well. That was a lot of pressure also, because Joreuz beat him to that boost by a millimeter. If he'd lost to a boost grab like that, would have been devastating going into overtime.
Yeah, that was as close as it gets. Really felt like Joreuz might score that, but khaLoD did well to.
Good speed by Joreuz. Just pile drives khaLoD. after a quick flick. Yeah, khalid just took a bit long to react to that one. He had a window of opportunity to attack that ball, and he maybe waited a split second too long, and Joreuz was able to recover, get in front of it.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen that play yet from Joreuz, so maybe khalid wasn't quite expecting him to be so quick to pounce on the bump opportunity, but you are right, at this level in a grand final and 1v1 tournament, that is pretty standard bump play.
Yeah. It's good defense from khalid again. Joreuz didn't really have much of an angle to work with though. khalid trying to spot Joreuz around the back of the dribble. He's got a perfect shot lined up. Joreuz backs off and has kept himself out of the goal while he saves this. It's going to make it more difficult for khalid to turn on this ball because Joreuz is right there with him. And Joreuz actually carrying khalid into the boost in the corner. He stole it away as well.
Yeah, sort of a bit of a possession boost fight at the moment, which you would usually favor khalid, and he's so smart at realizing, you know, where his opponent's going to go next, and he knows exactly how to control the ball, but he's lost control here.
Yeah, it's a great challenge from Joreuz. And what a shot that is! Confidence in the near post from Joreuz, 2-0.
Yeah, this is just bread and butter shooting, you know. Those are the type of shots, they look great, they're so satisfying when you hit them, but you have to be able to hit them if you're going to win tournaments. Because if you miss that, it's got a great counter-attack opportunity, great finish.
It's crazy, you know, we're talking about an open net here. We're still, you know, everybody in the chat is blown away by Joreuz, because even with the easy shots, he makes them look crazy. I say easy, but you know, easy for him. Yeah, we're talking a shot. There's no flip resets in a shot. That is considered easy for Joreuz. Normal is 1, and then difficult is when you add any more than 1. The flip reset. But yeah, good demo there by khalid. He caught Joreuz out of position and immediately converts. 1-goal game again. Yeah,
just nuts and bolts, bread and butter gameplay from oKhaliD. It just spots the demo opportunity, takes it. I feel like he could do that in his sleep.
I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be putting any nuts and bolts in my sandwiches. You know, I've seen stranger things from you, khalid, with a nice 50-50. Oh, and he's just going to go straight for the shot. That's great awareness. That's perfect mechanics in the shot as well. Just maximum power. As soon as you give him this tiny opening, just with no run up, just bang, goal, not even close.
Yeah, a bit of a dodgy 50 from Joreuz in the corner there. I don't know if there was much to be gained from that 50, even if he won it. Don't know about that, and it costs him.
It's you know, both of them just trying to tread water here. You know, go perfectly on the line between what's too risky and what is giving your opponent too much space to work with. Because like you said in game 1, you can't give either of these guys space. Oh wow, khalid again getting carried, but Joreuz is unable to score this one. And not the best first touch off the wall. He's going to have to try that again. khalid saved up a lot of boost. I don't know if Joreuz will be aware how much khalid has to work with here. Yeah, definitely not, because didn't expect that challenge followed up by a khalid recovery as well.
Chance to score. Good block.
Yeah, really good defense by khalid. Such a tense game. Every single game so far. You know, very close.
No.
And oh no! That is not what you want to see if you're a Joreuz fan, because not only has khalid taken the lead, but Joreuz has completely missed.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that was a fake. I think Joreuz just sort of tried to get a foot in early. Did he fake him? I think
Joreuz might have faked himself though. Like, he's just missed for no reason. Flipping completely the wrong way. I mean, obviously, tensions are at an all-time high here. You know, Joreuz, despite the fact that we're calling him a favourite to win it stylistically and on form, he still has it all to prove, because he's never won a big 1v1 tournament final. khalid is the defending champion. He's never lost in the salt mine. So Joreuz is really, you know, going to struggle when he gets into the closing stages of this game to suppress the stress. Early on here, I didn't expect to see this, you know, misses on the ball in a game 3. He's, you know, got a good chance here. 2 minutes, still a long time to settle down.
He's maybe looking a wee bit trigger shy in oKhaliD's final third. Had a couple of chances, I reckon, to dive in and shoot that he's, you know, left. Maybe overthinking things just a little bit. Yeah,
and you know, yesterday versus Azrael, he was just straight styling, but he hasn't reached the point today where he's comfortable trying that. Like, will he go for a double flip reset shot here? No, he doesn't even go up the wall. He's just dribbling because he hasn't felt good enough about his play, and khalid's denied that flick quite easily and bangs in another shot. He is just relentless with the power shots in game 3.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we underestimated oKhaliD's ability to defend and read the game when we made Joreuz favorite. You know, it's all good and well if you can pull off these insane mechanics, but if you see them coming every time, you know, you're probably going to stop a good percentage of them.
oKhaliD just showing us once again why he is the best 1v1 player in the world at the moment, at least in my opinion. First Killer is definitely up there, but the domination, the streak that this guy is on against, you see the players that he's beaten in this streak as well. It's the absolute best that Europe has to offer, and he's just winning every single time. Close games, one-sided games, oKhaliD just wins, and he is making this look quite easy all of a sudden.
Yeah, Joreuz looking a touch out of it, but this is that hydraulic press I was talking about. Just relentless squeezing until you burst and you've got nothing left. Just doesn't lose a step throughout the whole series. Makes almost every decision perfectly. You know, doesn't really make mistakes. It just really wears you down.
Well, you know, we saw we saw one big mistake here from Joreuz to go 1 goal down, and since then it has been oKhaliD non-stop. You know, scoring goals, and Joreuz just out of position again and again and again, and we're seeing it one more time here. I think oKhaliD might have, no, of course he's hitting it in off the post. He's not missing that one either. But compare this to oKhaliD's response to losing game 1 with a couple of defensive blunders, and that for me is the difference between these two players. oKhaliD makes a couple of mistakes and then resets like it's nothing, wins the next game. Joreuz misses the ball one time, and now he's falling apart here in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you don't win 21 series. Don't win 21 series in a row without having a solid mentality.
Yeah.
You know? As many mistakes as I'm sure he's made in that 21 series in a row, I bet none of them bothered him.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that most amazes me most about oKhaliD, is he has been up against it so many times. He's been 2-0 down against Ixo. He's been down 3-1 against Ixo as well in the Saltmine EU Grand Finals last year. He was losing against Flakes, I believe, 3-2 in the World Finals of Saltmine last year. Like, he's been down in so many series and still come out with the wins. He just always knows what to do in any given position, and it's Joreuz who needs to step it up. Like, don't get me wrong here, I did predict Joreuz to win this series, but he needs to be playing his best in order to make that happen, because anything less is just not enough to beat oKhaliD.
Yeah, I mean, I think Joreuz does have another level he can go to.
Oh, several.
I think there is a step up he can take, but it's whether or not he can take that step up and have more confidence in his slightly more high risk attacks, whilst also, you know, not letting in too many goals in the other end.
Yeah,
because it's hard to make those high risk plays without giving your opponent an opportunity to counter, because as good as Astral and Revzy are, none of them are as, you know, they're not even in the same league when it comes to clinical finishing as oKhaliD.
Yeah, he just put everything away here. All the chances he was given, he took them, and he leads 2-1. Now, this is, I think, the most important game for Joreuz that we'll see all series. It's going to tell us a lot about what to expect from him later on in the series as well. Because if Joreuz can't win this one, do you see him having a chance of winning 3 in a row? Like, personally, I don't know if I do, because he doesn't have the experience playing from behind, and he doesn't have a lot of success playing from behind either. So this, I think, is the game where Joreuz has to turn it on, or else it might be all over.
He has made a car switch, which I think isn't a bad idea at all after getting trounced 9-2.
Yeah.
This is also the car he was in when he was putting Astral through a meat grinder. So maybe it'll evoke some happy memories of churning up his foes and bring out a great performance.
Oh, what's happening right now won't evoke many happy memories. oKhaliD is bounce dribbling. That is the scariest thing that you can see in the first 10 seconds of a 1v1 game. And just look at it. Yeah. It's beautiful. At no point is there an opening to challenge, and at no point do you have any doubt in your mind that that ball is going in the top corner.
Yeah, certainly evoked some memories. Many bad memories of the exact same goal happening over and over again.
This is why we're wondering early on, why is oKhaliD not just dinking all these shots top corner when he was going for fakes and when he was going for the little cutting flicks? I think that's what comes later for oKhaliD. Once he's scored about 5 or 6 of these top corner bounce dribbles, that's when he can start mixing it up and countering his opponent's adaptations. But he maybe got a bit ahead of himself earlier on, and now he's just settled down. He's very much in control. He's just reading Joreuz so well. And it's not looking good, man. Joreuz just can't figure out oKhaliD's dribbles all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, the variety is really the key. It doesn't matter how good your bounce shot is if you do it every time.
Yeah.
You have to throw in flicks and fakes and all that. Otherwise, it won't work. Every different move you have complements every other move you have.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people might think that oKhaliD is a one-trick pony.
Nice.
Oh, the good shot, the good acceleration on this one by Joreuz. Really quick transition. Both of these guys have got some of the most deepest and most resourceful offensive repertoires that you're ever going to see in 1v1. Because it's the small things that they always do differently. You're never going to see 2 of the same shots twice. Every touch is going to be different. Pretty much every player who doesn't rely excessively on ball carrying is like this these days. Oh, great shot. Oh, Joreuz denied by the bar though, and oKhaliD gets a lucky bounce for him as well. And now he's on offense. He's going to go for the early flick though, just to go for the boost steal afterwards.
Yeah, just to expand on what you were saying earlier with variety and offenses, these players will have the same setup for about 3 different finishing moves.
Yeah.
So they'll set up, and then the defender has to guess pretty much between. Great flick. Has to guess between which 3 moves he's got. Like for instance, right here, we'll see it in the replay. When he pops the ball there, Joreuz is capable of maybe air dribbling there, maybe breezy flicking there. Obviously the fake as well, the 50-50. So when Joreuz pops the ball like that, oKhaliD has to choose between which move he's going to defend against.
Yeah, he's got to decide which is the most likely, which is the most dangerous. Can he defend multiple with the same play in defense? Because when you can cover multiple angles with one defensive move, that's obviously the move to go for. Levels being reached now by Joreuz that weren't reached in the last game. Got a little bit of a mind game battle in the air there for a moment.
Yeah, I reckon those 2 goals will give him a bit of confidence. Sometimes that's all you need, is just a couple goals, make you remember, oh yeah, I know how to play this game, I'm good at this. And
he needs a banger though. He needs a clip. If Joreuz gets a clip, then I'm a believer, and this could be it actually.
No.
He didn't fall off the ceiling as fast as he thought he would. That's a bit unfortunate, to be honest, because you can see that Joreuz was just waiting for the landing on the ceiling and then to fall back down to the ball, but his car kind of just got stuck there for a moment. And the ball got away from him.
Yeah, I mean, he maybe didn't have quite enough boost to go for that play. I think he had like 20. And then, it's all 20 boost is all good and well if you get the setup perfect.
Yeah.
But you need a bit more boost in the tank just in case the setup isn't perfect.
True,
You need to adjust.
He was very all in on the play as well. Oh dear, the same thing is happening again for Joreuz. oKhaliD has shot him down, but it takes a bit too long with the shot. That's a brilliant recovery by Joreuz. oKhaliD still leads by 1. He's still looking every bit as dangerous as he always does. Joreuz is keeping this one close. He's got a nice dribble set up here. That's not an easy read for oKhaliD. His back wall. Joreuz will steal his boost away also.
Yeah, he's looking a little sharper now. Still maybe a little bit lacking with the final touch, but definitely looking a bit more creative at least.
Oh,
that might be a mistake from oKhaliD.
Wow, he somehow got back. Joreuz was unable to get an angle there. The ball was just right in front of him and he couldn't really get a good run up to parachute that away from oKhaliD. I still agree, I think it was maybe a risk from oKhaliD to go for that boost steal.
Good nick. Good little cheeky
turning
steal.
Perfectly on though, isn't he?
Yeah. Joreuz there. Maybe had a chance to take the ball and the boost, goes for the demo and loses control.
That was a rare slow shot from oKhaliD. Even that's got Joreuz boost started on the back wall though. I guess that's the difference. If oKhaliD bangs that, it's a goal. If he doesn't, you're in trouble anyway. So he's in a good position still. Oh, boost ran out though for oKhaliD and he lost his momentum. Now a chance for Joreuz to go for that big play.
This is his moment. This is what he wants.
There it
Beautiful.
is. That's what we've been waiting for. Joreuz gets a moment to set up his ceiling play, and this landing on the ceiling was 10 times better than the last one.
I mean, even if you're oKhaliD, when you see Joreuz in that position with full boost, getting your affairs in order. Even Khaled.
He's starting to think, okay, what am I going to do on the next kickoff then? So he's got, he's got that set up pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the free flip save. Yeah, Khaled did well there to land outside of his goal and continue the counter attack. Oh, what an air dribble. I think Joreuz might have got enough of it though. It almost ended up going the wrong way for him. Such a tense game. Such an important game for Joreuz, but Khaled would love to get it as well. Just move that one step closer to the trophy. Oh, what a save. He's still with it as well. Joreuz having to do some defending, and he calls Khaled's bluff on the 50. Just goes straight through him. That's reminiscent of game 1.
Yeah, I don't like that decision from Khaled. Like, you know, if Joreuz is probably going for a 50 there, even if you're going for a 50, and if he jumps up and he's about to hit the ball and he sees you've not gone for it, he's gonna be like, oh, okay, guess I'll score. That's fine.
I definitely agree. It's risky. You know, Khaled, he does like to play a risky game every now and then. That's a 2-goal game. Joreuz can't miss this. 5-3, huge kickoff for Joreuz.
Yeah, now Joreuz is in the driving seat. He's just got to get the ball and sit on it for a bit. Yeah,
he's just got to get this under control. Let the clock do the work for him. Something we see Khaled do so often. It's all about the kickoff though. Can he bring it under control? No. Khaled with a big win.
This is vital right here.
Oh! You just can't see this much power coming. There's like no run up at all. Almost no momentum. And then suddenly, the ball's flying past you at 100 kilometers an hour. You know, the fact that Joreuz is moving in a bit closer there was because he did not think the shot would be that powerful.
Yeah. Just so much power out of nowhere. I mean, Joreuz, to be honest, might be a bit disappointed he didn't save that. It's not like it was a completely unexpected shot. It was just the ferocity on it. Just keeps out, gets the boost.
Great recovery by Joreuz. So
the clear he would have wanted.
Oh, this is not good for him. What a follow through by Khaled. And it's the hydraulic press once again. It's just the pressure is unrelenting. Joreuz with a brilliant adaptation to save a mind game. Recovers to get the next clear, and still Khaled just keeps on attacking.
Honestly, I think that clear has to be better.
Yeah.
I think he had enough boost to take that to the side wall and then keep control, and he just gave it away. Speaking of giving it away.
Oh my goodness. Joreuz hitting it into his own crossbar. And he's got a chance to get a lead very late in the game. It's the air duel bump. Khaled's avoided it, but it's in anyway. Did Khaled trip on the goalpost?
He did, he fell.
Oh no.
He's like,
oh no, that's one of my specialties right there. Not what Khaled needed, but it's exactly what the doctor ordered for Joreuz. 6 seconds left. He's in front again. Oh, he might not be saying that way. Oh! Can you believe it? Khaled has done it again. Just the smoothest finish off the kickoff goal. Into the bottom corner she goes, and Joreuz has to do it all over again.
Yeah, that's got to sting. That is gonna hurt. Oh no.
Okay, fine. Okay. Well, it's fine until now. He's got to go for another kickoff. These haven't been going very well for the last 2 seconds. He half flips. Oh my goodness, that's so brave from Joreuz, but luckily Khaled wasn't ready to immediately dribble him there. It could have been a disaster.
Yeah, obviously he lost a couple kickoffs in a row. Probably thought, I don't really want to take this one, but I would.
What a save! I mean, I can't agree with the kickoff strategy either. This is just tense, giving away the first possession to Khaled, but he's done well, hasn't he? Joreuz coming forward. That's a big demo. It's wide open. He takes his time. Joreuz puts it in for the overtime win, and we are all even.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So clutch. Great. That was all about the air dribble bump there that he managed to scoot to the side of and knock down. Oh, exquisite stuff.
Absolutely insane from Joreuz. I don't know how on earth he came to the conclusion that it was a good idea to just leave the ball to Khaled to give him the first dribble of overtime, but hey, it worked, so I guess it was a good idea. Then again, I don't think we should be so results oriented. I think it was a terrible idea, not gonna lie. I don't want to see that again from Joreuz if I'm looking, from a perspective of him winning the series, but maybe one time just sneaking it in there is a a good mix-up to go for, but what a time to do it. Overtime in Game 4.
Yeah, very brave. We'll give him that. Intelligent, maybe not. I mean, he had just lost a couple kickoffs in a row.
True.
That will have come into play.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be... I feel like khaLoD isn't the type of guy to just, speed into the ball and give away possession there. khaLoD, I think every single time is taking control of that ball. If he's happy to take control of the ball when he's got a great shooting opportunity, he's going to be happy to do it off a kickoff.
Joreuz. Oh, great save by khaLoD. That's massive. He was able to insert himself in front of the ball as Joreuz was about to dodge into it. That's what he has to do on every single one of these aerial plays. Easier said than done, because you never know when Joreuz is going to decide to make his dodge play. Brilliant first touch by khaLoD. He's baited in Joreuz' challenge as well, and it's 1-0 to the great khaLoD again.
Just fantastic stuff. Passes on the shooting opportunity side. I will be able to bait him in for the bad 50-50 here, and he does. So smart.
The 0-100 again for khaLoD. This is turning out to be the series that everybody hoped it would be. But like I said before, I really do believe that it's Joreuz who needs to be in front here, and he will fire back. Top shelf shot for Joreuz, 1-1.
Yeah, pinpoint accuracy. You feel a bit sorry for khaLoD there. You kind of thought you had everything covered. Just, it down off the bar. Had it been any less perfect, I reckon khaLoD has the block.
Yeah, and he wants to keep on mixing up that defense to the near post instead of shadowing every single time in that position. So, just because it didn't work doesn't mean it was a bad idea for khaLoD to challenge, but with shooting like Joreuz, sometimes you're just destined to concede.
Yeah, I mean, I like the challenge from oKhaliD personally. He's barely done that. I doubt Joreuz was expecting it. I guess maybe Joreuz just sort of saw oKhaliD turn and thought, okay, I'm just gonna crack it. And
he's done it again. Oh, Joreuz just hurt his nose on the wall. I hope he's okay. He's got his health insurance, but has he just done this? Oh my goodness, what a transition. Joreuz somehow managed to sneak this one into a counter-attack. That is really impressive. Just the perfect touch on the ball there.
Yeah, that looked like an oKhaliD goal right there, sort of finding one tiny millimeter of space and exploiting it to the maximum. Very good.
I wonder if we see khaLoD go for a Joreuz type goal. Where's the double reset? Here we go, khaLoD, whip it out. If he's going to score with your moves, it's probably the worst player to play Rocket League Horse with, to be honest. Joreuz is always going to have something that you can't do. Oh, Joreuz has come for the boost steal. That's risky. khaLoD has got so much space, and that is just not quite good enough.
Yep.
In the decision-making department, Joreuz has lost his lead. It's definitely an unforced error.
Yeah, very poor, to be honest. Not a boost grab you want to go for. I didn't even really see anything that made me think, he's going to have a bit of extra time.
Yeah.
khaLoD was just, going about his business, doing the normal thing, and then all of a sudden he's got an open goal.
Yeah, he didn't even have to score it with the first touch. He was able to shoot, catch up with it, and then shoot again. khaLoD over the top of that ball. Joreuz goes back for the boost steal. khaLoD misses the flick. Everything's going wrong for both players, but khaLoD again very fast in the recovery. I think his speed is so underrated. The fact that he's able to go even with Joreuz here in so many positions just shows you how fast of a player he is, and he's never really struggled dealing with these mechanical beasts. This is just another example of it. Joreuz with that brave challenge again. He does do that every now and then, just throwing himself in there for the absolute ball chase challenge.
Yeah, I mean, against a fairly passive player like khaLoD, it's something you can probably do a little bit more often, seeing as the early flick is less likely.
Yeah.
So good, I think it's a good strategy. So far, it's actually worked more. He's scored a few goals directly from it, and I can't think of one where he's conceded.
Exactly. Good job by Joreuz. khaLoD did not have much boost to play with here. I'm thinking, honestly, nearly got back for it, which is impressive. But that flick by Joreuz is perfect. Immediately putting the ball back on target is so important in that position when you've got khaLoD boost start.
Yeah, I mean, I thought khaLoD had the block from Joreuz' point of view. Might feel a bit hard done by that he got bodied so much on the goal line challenge, but great flick from Joreuz. Really sublime stuff.
khaLoD has some space to work with here. Joreuz not going to turn early on this challenge. Nice block. He just refused to back down all the way. Joreuz stayed close enough that he had great coverage. Now, how's the bounce looking? It's not the one that Joreuz was looking for, but he won't be too disappointed because it's difficult for khaLoD to get out to this and clear it while still maintaining control of the ball. oKhaliD's looking for a boost steal here. A bit risky. He's got 19 to play with. Joreuz has 100.
Good read from oKhaliD.
Yeah, the defense has been impressive for both these players in every single one of these games. It's just a constant game of chess to know when to challenge. Joreuz has oKhaliD in his sights though, once again. But he's overhit the first touch. It looked like he was playing for the reverse 45-degree flick, but got away from him. Joreuz with the reset, fails it. oKhaliD is ready for it the whole time. But Joreuz is so fast, the pressure's on.
oKhaliD defending great here, not biting. I think there's a couple of fakes have been coming in from Joreuz, and oKhaliD isn't biting on any of them. You know, he doesn't fall for your tricks. Great finish.
Wow. And just like you said, for oKhaliD to just hold his ground there against a Joreuz who's so well known for flip resetting in these positions and refusing to dive in, that just shows the composure of this guy. There's ice in his veins, as usual. Joreuz got a bit too close in that air dribble. You know, it's a good mix-up though by oKhaliD, not going for the air dribble bump this time, just going right over his head.
Yeah, he just made a tiny little adjustment to get to the right side of the ball to pop.
It's open.
To pop it the other way, and he's gonna see it here.
Yeah, good shot. Yeah, Joreuz here, he just had the demo lined up. It looked like oKhaliD guessed wrong. He was assuming that Joreuz would go to the other side to try and demo him. And actually Joreuz predicted which way oKhaliD was going to move. And both players moved away from the ball there to get that demo. 1 goal in it. Joreuz has the smallest edge in the grand final.
Yeah, 1 goal lead against oKhaliD with a whole minute left basically means nothing.
Yep. Not always a caster curse, sometimes a blessing is oKhaliD. This immediately proves you right. 57 seconds to go now, and it is all tied up again. But there, you know, there's something to that. Doesn't matter, 1 goal, 2 goal. If there's more than 1 second left on the clock, then oKhaliD can always come back. He'll just play the clock to perfection, adapting his aggression according to the time he has left.
Yeah, the tactical genius, like we said, chess grandmaster.
Yeah,
just
super GM.
Takes the smallest edges and squeezes them for everything they're worth. No. Bit unlucky from oKhaliD there.
And that is a huge turnaround. If oKhaliD didn't own goal, he was scoring. Look at where Joreuz landed. He was completely all in. He was in oKhaliD's goal. Had it not been for that bounce going perfectly for Joreuz, he would be trailing by 1. But that is Rocket League 1v1 for you.
Yeah, that is just really unfortunate from oKhaliD. You can't really. It wasn't really a mistake. You know, it wasn't a mistake at all. What else is he gonna do? Oh, but it's a 2-goal backflip.
Yeah.
From oKhaliD into his own net. Very unfortunate.
Joreuz is giving him space here. It's another bump attempt, but he bumps oKhaliD into the save and lands on the boost. Big plays by Joreuz. Can he run down the clock?
Don't go for the flip reset. Oh,
okay,
no.
He's jumped off it. He's faking the ceiling shot into a high pop. It's off the bar again, though. Joreuz on the rebound, has it on target. oKhaliD keeps it up, but it's into the ground. Joreuz faked the ceiling play at the end of the game here. I can hear your heart just rising up to your mouth there, Marcius. He went off the ceiling in this position. Oh man, he's held on though. What a series. Joreuz in front by 1 now. 2 games in a row for the youngster.
Yeah, a good thing for Joreuz that he faked that. I bet oKhaliD was looking at that like, ooh, he might go for a double flip reset here. I might have something licking his lips, but it was smart from Joreuz to maybe rethink that. I think he was definitely tempted, and then he was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to jump off the ceiling and bring this down.
If it wasn't the absolute perfect landing, like the dream setup where you can just be right with the ball the entire time, then I don't think Joreuz is really going to go for that. He's a player who's more prone to risks than oKhaliD, but not by that degree. He knew what he had to do there was just let the clock win the game for him, and he managed it. So Joreuz on double tournament point. He's got the defending champion backed up into a corner, and what a way to do it, coming back from behind. This is the hardest game to win, the last game of the tournament for Joreuz. Can he make it happen?
I reckon we're in for game 7.
Really? I don't know. It's hard to say.
I personally felt oKhaliD played slightly better that game. Got obviously the winning goal.
The 2-goal miss.
Yeah, the winning goal was pretty much You know, I'd say 9 times out of 10, Khalid goes and scores that on the counter. It's just this one time he backflipped into the exact wrong spot.
Ooh.
Great play from Joreuz, though.
That's clean. Joreuz up by 1 already. Khalid looked a bit awkward in this position. Look at the recoveries of Joreuz. Oh my goodness. We didn't know before that. He did that entire setup with 0 boost. Unbelievable speed.
Just caught Khalid off guard. I reckon Khalid knew he had 0 boost and probably thought Joreuz wouldn't bother going for the ball, but Joreuz spotted something, I don't know, something in Khalid's body language made him, you know, told him that he could go in for this and beat him, and he did.
That's a big win for Khalid on the 50. He's got the perfect position, but Joreuz with 2 successful challenges in a row on Khalid's bounce dribble. That's what you want to see if you're a Joreuz fan. Not what you want to see if you're a Game 7 fan, though, because Joreuz is looking very good at the moment. You know, he had a couple of miss hits at the end of the last game. His accuracy was letting him down, but this has been just picture perfect so far. He's threatening Khalid again. Did he get the boost steal? No, actually. Backed off, and that's giving Khalid the 100.
Joreuz is doing very well in these last couple of games to turn and close down space quickly before Khalid can get the bounce dribble going.
Yeah.
And he's also, you know, even when the bounce dribble's going, he's doing great at picking his moments to challenge.
Yeah, for sure, and you have to. Oh, that's a miss though from Joreuz. Khalid takes a touch and goes for the mind game, but Joreuz reads it. What a play! While he's right up in the corner with Khalid setting up a shot, he just ignores it and thinks, I know you're faking this. I'm going to go for the ball. 2-0. And he's not just about mechanics, everybody. This guy has got some astronomical reads under pressure.
Yeah, I also think that touch was maybe a bit heavier than Khalid wanted. You know, usually he's so good at keeping it so tight to himself, but once the touch is as heavy as that, you know, it's not that heavy if you're going for a shot or some sort of play like that, but if you're going for a fake, you know, you're a bit too far away from the ball.
Oh, yeah, he's got this surely. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. I mean, this is definitely an awkward bounce, and I'm impressed that Khalid is able to get this set up as quickly as he did with this little half flip, but definitely very close for comfort here. And that's something I've noticed about Khalid, is he doesn't like to read those post bounces. He always waits to see what's going to happen, and sometimes waits too long, but not this time. Perfect timing, back within 1.
Well, he knew right after the demo he had a good while, and he probably thought, you know, I may as well just make sure I've got all the time in the world. Ended up almost beating it, but
yeah,
he knew he had the time.
Joreuz in a rough position here. Khalid's just trying to play it around him and then score an open net after Joreuz runs out of boost, but Joreuz is playing so well. Look at that boost management, still 54, but Khalid comes in with a wall shot, and it's his turn to call one of Joreuz bluffs. Joreuz is closer to the ball here. Khalid thinks, nah, you're not going to go for that, and he's absolutely right.
Yeah, so smart from Khalid. I don't know how he knew that, because Joreuz loves coming off the wall and just flinging himself.
Yeah.
Just a great read from Khalid. I guess something in the slow approach of Joreuz just gave it away for Khalid.
Yeah, it looked like that bounce might have been too much. You know, when the ball was that far away from the wall and Joreuz had committed. Oh, what a flick. Now, he's got time here, but has that gone too far? It's a tough angle. Khalid still at 24 boost, and the face-on play to the ball. It's so important sometimes to just be face on to the ball in these games. Really do have more control. Just as tense as every game before. I feel like every single time I've looked at the scoreline this series, it's been a tie. What a flick by Khalid, but Joreuz with the immediate landing.
Yeah, has every game been 1 goal apart from the one blowout from Khalid?
I believe so. I believe so. Maybe chat will be able to confirm. Now, that's not the best transition by Joreuz. He'll be disappointed with that possession play. Khalid coming straight down the middle. Heavy touch, both players. Bit lackadaisical with their ball control at the end of the series here. Khalid thinking about the wall shot. Decides against it. He didn't have a lot of boost to play with. Maybe a good idea. And now he's really in a rough position. Joreuz threatening a long shot. It's into the bar. Khalid reads it. Stays behind it. Joreuz is still there. Still applying pressure. He's trying to squeeze the hydraulic press now. And that is difficult to save, but Khalid's kept that one out as well.
Great composure from Khalid. I would have liked maybe a little bit more creativity there from Joreuz. He had a lot of space to work with. Could have popped in a fake. So
man,
good.
How is this guy so cool under pressure? Who else does this? You know, just defending with no boost against Joreuz for minutes at a time and then getting this close to the goal before flicking. Like, if you get your flick wrong here, it's just a goal for the other player. Well, assuming they don't backflip an own goal like Khalid did in the last game. But khalid just unbelievable again. What a way to get a goal lead. Joreuz has a chance for the wall play. Is he going to go for it? No, he's going in field. A minute left on the clock. He's got the air dribble bump set up. Misses it. khalid's landed outside the goal as well. This is huge.
Yeah, great read from khalid. Just waits until Joreuz has passed him, slides under him, and takes the ball. Chance to go 2 goals ahead. Great fake. Yes.
Oh man, khalid is really stepping it up at the end of this game. Joreuz just flung himself into it, just like he did the last time. Lands with so much speed in the back of his goal. khalid just knew he's wanting to use that momentum. He's going to come flying in here. I'm just going to absorb that. 2-goal lead with 51 to go.
Yeah, just genius play from khalid. Just reads the soul of Joreuz and does the
he's got him.
50. Oh no.
Joreuz had all the boost in the play. Now khalid avoided the bump in the back corner, but he thought, I think a bit too greedily here, that he could dribble it into his own back corner. There khalid just had to give away possession. Just bump it up the wall, get out of danger. But he's misread Joreuz, and with 40 seconds to go, his lead is cut in half.
Yeah, that's a danger you face every time you dribble back into your own goal, is getting demoed from behind. So you have to be really quick with it. Otherwise, they'll just come right in behind you and kill you.
khalid's got some time here. He's missed it. Now Joreuz going to try and immediately counter-attack. khalid's going to save that one, but the demo's right there. Joreuz just can't catch up to him. khalid just alive, barely, by the skin of his teeth. But it's Joreuz who's looking to get the next possession play. Final 10 seconds. khalid closes him down. How much boost have both players got for the recovery? khalid has more.
This is it for Joreuz. Not quite.
I don't think that's going to do it. He's probably going to drop it, and it's into the ground for game 7. Can you believe it? khalid hangs on. I mean, even the stoutest of Joreuz fans must have seen this coming.
Yeah, and now you're in khalid's house now.
Oh no!
You're in khalid's house now. Leave your shoes by the door. Don't make a mess in khalid's house. He will punish you.
I'm so nervous. I'm not even playing. I'm sweating buckets over here just looking at the mind games between these guys. I mean, the whole 5-minute game is just a big mind game between these two. At no point do they let off the pressure. I mean, what is the opposite of a hydraulic press? Because whatever that is, I mean, that's how Joreuz is playing here. Just fighting fire with fire and really playing such a smart series at times. But khalid's composure is on display once again. Game 7. This is for the tournament. Joreuz trying to beat one of the greatest players in 1v1 history. But khalid has been here before. He knows what to do.
Yeah, I don't think khalid even notices it's game 7 half the time. He just it's just nothing to him.
Joreuz, bad first touch though. That is not going to be fast enough, is it? khalid's there, and he's able to save it still. Joreuz, oh my goodness, he didn't get the boost or the demo, but he turns around and scores. Well, I mean, when you miss the demo and the boost, it's a pretty good outcome that you get the goal. What a landing by Joreuz.
Yeah, great opportunistic play. Spots khalid out of the corner of his eye. He realizes, oh, I've punched khalid in the face and he's tripped up here. I can go and score this. Great instincts from Joreuz.
I mean, already we're seeing Joreuz grow. Like, he's bounced back from a tough position, being 2-1 down earlier this series. khalid has to read the back wall early here. Good positioning. Joreuz has full respect of khalid's defensive capabilities there. Knows it's just too difficult to go up for a rebound and expect to come out on top. High flick from Joreuz. He faked a jump here, got khalid in the air. Free play on the ball by Joreuz. He is unable to squeeze it underneath khalid, like khalid did twice in the last game. Still not a good position for khalid. Oh, he's bounced really well off the back wall here though. That's a bit lucky. Somehow is hanging on here against all odds.
Yeah, really good control there. If that touch isn't perfect, then it's a goal for Joreuz, but he just manages to guide into the wall and stay close enough that he can go for a 50 if he needs to.
Oh,
there we go.
Joreuz just reads him absolutely perfectly, and khalid could see him coming. He knew the demo was a risk, but he thought, okay, if I just jump, then Joreuz is going to fly underneath me. But Joreuz actually just went up the wall for it, and he's got the 2-goal lead. Now this is perfect He has to be so careful though, because at no point during the series can he count khalid out, can he get comfortable. Joreuz has to be full focused, white knuckling his controller until the clock hits 0 and he's got the goal lead.
I don't know about that couple of plays there, but he's gotten away with it. I didn't like giving the ball away, and I did not like the challenge.
Yeah.
But he's gone away with both.
This is so dangerous for Joreuz. He's in the back corner with a boost disadvantage. khalid unable to counter-attack him yet. Now, will khalid catch Joreuz in the landing here? No, Joreuz gets away. He's given away the possession ever so slightly. khalid looking to grab the boost in the back corner. Gets it this time and doesn't get demoed. You know, the two demos have really been able to separate these guys here. So big plays by Joreuz off the ball. Nice defense as well. Just reading khalid's mind on the play. Knew that khalid wanted to take those extra touches. Now that's open. Joreuz on the turn. Oh, he's just squeezed it in, has he? On the rebound, 3-0.
Yeah, I think khalid here just scuffed his landing. I think his back wheel sort of caught the post.
Yeah, it did.
Very unfortunate. And then, you know what? Don't give up on the play, man. I mean, he probably wouldn't have had the save anyway, but you gotta get back just in case something like that happens. Maybe you could have scooped that off the goal line.
You never know, but when he got that bad landing, khalid just knew, okay, Joreuz can just score that. Oh, what a play. Joreuz, 4-0. He is so clinical. Game 7. Highest pressure match of his life. Doesn't matter. He's learned his lesson in the past, apparently, or what to do in these kind of situations. Now it is absolutely his tournament to lose.
Yeah, what a huge goal. He might get another one here. Oh, do it.
Is he going to go for it? He is. He's up in the air. There's one reset. He's going for the second one, maybe. No, he sees khalid coming in. Plays it past him. Double touch from Joreuz. 5-0.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I can't. Oh, look at that as well. The post read. He read the post as well.
Incredible.
Oh, man. Sorry, I couldn't breathe the whole time. For those noises, my lungs were malfunctioning.
What a time to whip out the 5-0 in the first half of a game. We've not had this all series long for Joreuz, but he's taken every single chance he's gotten. Still has to be careful though. We've seen khalid come back from 5 goals down in the past against numerous opponents. So Joreuz needs to stay focused. He took his eye off khalid for just a moment there. That's all it took for khalid to score. And you know, if you're going to put anybody in this position to come back from 4 goals down with only 2 minutes and 17 seconds, it would be khalid.
Yeah, I say if you're Joreuz, get started on the time wasting. I know it's quite early.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You know, big goal lead. Get started. This is your game to win now. 5-goal lead. You shouldn't. I mean, I know it's khalid, but it's a 5-goal lead. You can't really be giving that away. He just has to remain focused, not take too many risks, and just keep playing his game.
That's not the best dribble from khalid. In fact, one of his worst ones of the day. And Joreuz should be able to take this ball under control after he deals with khalid's 0 boost offense. That's a boost steal though for khalid. Half flipping into position. Joreuz has the face onto the play though. Time is running out. This is ideal for Joreuz. The clock is on his side. Oh, khalid's got it past him though. He slow rolls him. It's in an awkward position. He has to double touch this, but he will.
Beautiful.
Brilliant control here from khalid. He just slow rolled Joreuz.
Yeah, man, he can do everything. He fakes the ceiling shot. I can't believe he didn't just go for the shot. It looked like it was an easy goal, but he just must have sensed Joreuz off screen. And then fakes, the daylights out of him.
Right, big chance. Joreuz at some point here, if he can get a goal, he'll be feeling so much better. If he can just stop this train, this comeback train that khalid has started. But I'm still all with you. Until that easy goal comes, until the open net presents itself, just waste some time. I'd love to see him just dribbling the ball back into his corner here instead of risking more offensive plays. But that is, the difference between these two. khalid has been here before. He knows what to do when he's got a lead late in a game. Joreuz, it's the first time. Good boost grab though. And once again, more time being wasted. And that's time that khalid needs.
Yeah. And as you can see, he's just he's switched from the high risk technical attacks into just peppering shots. Maybe one of them goes in, but if it doesn't, you kind of keep your advantage the majority of the time. You don't really get countered. So obviously the time wasting strat is on his mind. He's just trying to hold on to this lead, and I think he's doing a great job so far.
Yeah, he's so far doing really well. Joreuz is not giving khalid any easy openings. He's not going all in for any of these plays. He's always there to at least try and stop khalid from scoring. And that is a phenomenal save. It might be a tournament-winning save. Joreuz with less than 30 seconds left, still leads by 3.
That might well be it. This is it. If he scores, I think he's done enough. I don't know
surely.
if there's going to be 3 goals.
He's done it.
That's surely it.
Sure he is.
Legend.
He has done it. oKhaliD defeated in the grand final of the Salt Mine 2. What a series by these two players. Unbelievable back and forth. But it's Joreuz who takes it in 7. Who would have predicted that? And when we go all the way to the last game, that oKhaliD would not be able to get the job done. That just shows how much Joreuz has grown as a player throughout this entire tournament. And Marky, you're completely in the darkness, mate. You're getting progressively more and more dark in your room. Now you're just a black box.
The sun went down during that series. I forgot to put my light on. Can you see me at all?
Yeah, we're good. We're fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll move in closer.
There he is. Oh man, congratulations to Joreuz. You can't but feel happy for him after such a crushing defeat in Fusion, after losing qualifier 1 to oKhaliD. A series which many people, including ourselves, thought that was his to win. He hasn't just ran away with this and destroyed oKhaliD mechanically. He beat oKhaliD in a straight up 1v1 game of chess. So well played. GG's. Joreuz, the champion of Europe.
Wow, what a player. Yeah, like you said, there was plenty of great goals from Joreuz, but for the vast majority of it, he played oKhaliD at his own game. Mm-hmm. He was sitting there playing chess right up against oKhaliD, and he got him. He just came out swinging in that last crucial game, didn't let the stage get to him, got the early 5 goals, and it was enough. Just an unbelievable performance from the lad.
Just great stuff from Joreuz, and oKhaliD, honestly, it shows you how impressive a player he is. We saw what Joreuz was able to do in the bracket up until this point, just annihilating every opponent, and none of those games looked close. But when he plays against oKhaliD, he's not able to do the same as he did to all those other players. He wasn't able to beat them in the same way because oKhaliD is he's so underrated mechanically. He's so fast, and his positioning is just perfect in every position. But today, Joreuz had him in the clutch moments. He got the 0-second goal in the first game. He had, of course, that 1-goal game in the second last game, or third last game of the series, I think it was, where oKhaliD own goaled randomly. And what a way to bring out the 5-0. What a perfect time to just get a monstrous lead in the last game of the tournament.
Yeah, say what you will about how he got the first 3 games. Maybe the first game oKhaliD dropped the ball a wee bit. Obviously, I can't remember what number game it was, like the 4th game or something. There was the own goal that was, a bit of a slice of luck. But when it came down to it in the 7th most important game, he just came out and battered oKhaliD. No problem. Came out swinging. Scored a unbelievable flip reset post read double touch goal to make it 5. He absolutely earned it. Was the better player today.
Yeah, he came back from 2-1 down early in the series. I don't think many people thought he would have a chance of coming back if he doesn't, get a blistering start like he did the last time these two played. But he was able to, get the win without that impossibly good start today. And that, what a series. Game 7 after a 4-0 sweep in North America, which I'm sure a lot of you guys were, upset about. Just first killer's too good, I guess. oKhaliD and Joreuz deliver the goods, but Joreuz with the win there, just top of Europe and maybe top of the world, as Europe did win last year's Salt Mine World Finals, which, by the way, there will not be an official Salt Mine World Finals this year, but we do want to congratulate both winners. We had first killer in North America and Joreuz in Europe. The mechanics and the 1v1 IQ are absolutely there for both of them. And I think they've got long careers ahead of them. oKhaliD 21-1 though. He's actually the Undertaker of Rocket League. I couldn't believe it when somebody posted that meme yesterday on Twitter. I was like, that's unreal. But guys, I want to say one final thank you before you all disappear to our sponsors to this event, Psyonix and Space Station Gaming. We really appreciate them making this event possible. And we want to thank. I want to thank all of the casters. We've got Marky's little Twitter up there if you want to go give him a follow. We also had Cole, Stumpy, Shogun, Smellsworth, and a guest appearance from Damascus, and all of the other casters who helped cover the qualifiers as well. We've managed to cover every single match of the entire tournament, which is something I wasn't confident of when we set out with that in mind. It was a bold undertaking, but we managed it, and I couldn't have done it without the help of all the other casters. So be sure to give them as much love as you've been giving me, and to the admin team as well. Terrence on the Discord. We've got Brian on the graphics, and the Liquipedia boys for keeping us constantly updated. Just a stellar job all around, and they all need as much love as you guys give me, which there has been plenty. Just one final thank you as well to all of the viewers for tuning in. I think we broke our stream viewer record today, which is crazy considering that we just set a high bar with Fusion at the start of the month. But yeah, can't thank you guys enough for getting so excited about these tournaments. It really makes me happy as a 1v1 fan to see so many people coming out and get excited for 1v1. I'm sure Marky as well, because you obviously used to be the best 1v1 player on the planet. How does it make you feel seeing 1v1 get the spotlight for a change?
Yeah, it feels a few years too late, actually.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
No.
Yeah, it would have been nice for you, of course.
But no, it's great to watch. It's so enjoyable to see the level at which everyone has taken 1v1s too. I never thought I'd ever see the day where flip resets and double flip resets and all that were par for the course in 1v1.
Yeah.
I think 1v1's a beautiful game mode, and to see it play to the highest level is just, as a Rocket League fan, a joy to watch.
Absolutely. Now, guys, that is it from the Salt Mine 2. We have had a blast bringing you guys these games. I hope that you have enjoyed watching them, and hopefully we'll be back again in the future to do it all over again. But yeah, once again, thank you to all the viewers watching and tuning in. If you do want to support the stream and encourage me to do this again, then you actually don't have to do anything, because I'm already encouraged to do it again. So just keep on getting hyped for Rocket League Esports, which there's going to be plenty of in the near future. So good news for you guys there as well. But yeah, do remember Twitch Prime does exist. If you've got it, you're welcome to use it here or on Marky Duda's channel. He's revamping his Twitch, so definitely swing by and give him your primes as well. But that's it from us. I really do hope you've enjoyed the show today. It was a little bit different with the pre-show and the grand finals of both regions in the other order. But it was a lot of fun for us. And yeah, the next one, we've got a lot to do if we're going to go one better than this, that's for sure. But yeah, bye from me, bye from Marky Duda, bye from everybody at the Salt Mine 2, and have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.